Hey sis, are you there? Pick up, would you? I got some super good news for you. You're really gonna envy me about this. You can bet on it. You gotta hear this. Pick up, sis.
Is this Elaine? I haven't heard from you for, I guess it must be like 5 years, right? What's the super news you want me to hear?
Hold on to your bitches. I'm getting married.
Huh? You, my little sister, getting married?
Not only is he very rich, but owns some huge estate. He's working at this small corporation right now, a regular employee, but down the line, he's going to take over his father's company. He'll be the CEO. Can you believe it? You know what that means, right? Yep, landed me a rich and successful guy. I hit the jackpot. I bet you're seething with envy right about now. You always thought I couldn't keep a guy for long. Remember that? You always used to say that. That I was picking and choosing, and what do you know? I found the perfect guy. Looks like you're the loser now, huh? Didn't you get married some years back, Amy? And you're still working. You both have to work to make ends meet, I see. You really picked a loser for a husband. Can't properly provide for his wife. I'm not going to make that mistake.
I'm working because I want to. I could quit anytime I want. It's not about that.
Yeah, excuses. You've always been too stuffy. Miss Goody Two-Shoes. LOL. That's why you'll forever be poor, unlike me. LOL. So sorry to live the good life.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, congratulations. And I would appreciate it if you would quit chiding my husband. He's been a great partner.
Yeah.
I really don't care what your values are or what reasoning is for picking a husband, but I'm sure you know what choosing someone merely for money will get you nowhere. Actually, it would just build animosity over time. I really don't have to tell you. You're a grown woman. If you want to make this kind of relationship last, you better learn to keep your mouth shut about certain things. I know it's hard to keep up this outward appearance, but if you want the marriage to last, if you don't maintain this facade, someday you'll regret it.
Oh my god, now I know you're super envious. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, I figured you'd say that. At least I tried. So, is that all you wanted? Anything else?
Huh? What do you mean?
Why'd you text me? Any specific reason other than that you're getting married? If that's all, I really have to get back to work. I'm meeting my husband for dinner tonight. I don't want to be late.
I'm not finished yet.
Seriously? What is it?
We're going to hold a wedding. I'll send you an invitation once it's all been scheduled, okay?
Do I really have to attend?
Of course! You're my sister, for God's sake. Why wouldn't I invite you? Anyway, I'll send it to you once it's a go, so see ya!
Hey, Elaine, can we talk for a second?
Hello, Amy. What's up? Something wrong?
I just arrived at the wedding hall. I'm standing here at the reception desk. That invitation you sent me, the girl at the reception desk said it's a different design and that my name is nowhere on the invitation list. What's going on? I took the day off to come here today. You better have a good reason for this.
Oh no, you actually came?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you weren't that enthusiastic about coming to the wedding, so I sent you a fake invitation. But you're here, so does that mean in reality you wanted to attend? Is that it? Yeah, well, I don't blame you for wanting to come, but I thought you'd just toss the invitation in the trash, so... My fiancé's friends are all real successful people, rich, prestigious families. Bet you wanted to mingle with them, LOL. But it wouldn't really look great if my sister is seen trying to snare some eligible guy during the reception. Just wouldn't look good. So, sorry, but there's no place for you here.
Hello? Haven't you forgotten something? I'm married, for God's sake. Why would I be looking for an eligible guy? Leaving that aside for now, why would you even do such an awful thing to your sister on your own wedding day?
I just wanted to teach you a lesson, that's all. However, if you pay us $10,000 for the privilege of attending the wedding, well, I could prepare a seat for you, but there's no way you can come up with that much cash.
$10,000? Are you out of your mind? I'm not gonna pay that. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Go right ahead. Losers are unwelcome here. Good riddance. See you around. Maybe I'll see you at the homeless camp under the overpass one of these days. Amy, answer me! How could you? Why didn't you tell me? If I knew from the start, I would have invited you. No problem. So why? Come on, sis. Please, pick up. I'm sorry.
What do you want? Aren't you right in the middle of your wedding about now? What's up?
Don't act all innocent. You knew that this wedding was called off, and you said nothing. How could you?
Huh? Seriously? I was wondering if there was a possibility that this might happen, but I guess it happened.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? How could you hide such an important fact from me? You never told me you knew my fiancé. Dennis, why the hell do you even know him? But what's more, the company that Dennis is doing business with, the CEO of that company, you're this guy's wife? When the hell did this happen? That company is Dennis's top client. This is the first time hearing about this. And you said $10,000 was too much for you? Yeah, right. Like the wife of a company CEO and a major corporation at that. That's chump change for a guy like that. Why the hell are you this guy's wife anyway? It doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be poor for God's sake. You're super rich.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I have the money, but not for you.
Huh?
Anyway, there was really no reason for me to announce that I'm the wife of some CEO. What's the difference anyway? I don't know Dennis personally. I met him a few times at a couple receptions that I attended with my husband, but that's about it. I just happened to run into your fiancé as I was leaving. He recognized me right away. I was not sure who it was. I knew the name, but didn't put two and two together. That's when I found out that you had canceled my invitation due to me being sick or something, and I was taken off the invitation list.
Huh? Dennis? He came up and talked to you?
Yes, I was quarreling with the receptionist when he spotted me. He asked me what the problem was, and I simply explained the fact, that's all.
What? Are you for real? So you just blabbed about all of it? Is that it?
That's a strange way to put it. I didn't blab about anything. Besides, I can't lie to a major client. And we know each other through business. If I lie, it would eventually get out anyway. Actually, it would make things way more awkward.
Well, because of that, he annulled our engagement on the spot. You do realize that. My jackpot, my lease to a celeb life, gone in a second. What are you going to do about it? It's all your fault, Amy. I want you to take responsibility of this.
I did nothing wrong. I'm the victim here. I was the one who was scammed into attending the wedding, for which you canceled at the last minute. You knew what you were doing from the get-go.
It's your fault. No if or buts about it. I don't want to hear it. You never wanted me to be happy. You're so cruel. I want you to take full responsibility. I want your husband, divorce him, and have him marry me. He's way richer than the guy I was going to marry. This would be a way to get back at him. I'll show him. I'm willing to let all of this pass if you divorce your husband and you talk to him into marrying me.
Hold it a second. What exactly do I have to take responsibility for? I don't get it.
You blabbed about me. You have to take responsibility for ruining my wedding. You give me your husband and I sweep this all under the rug. It's a win-win for all.
That's the most irrational thing I have ever heard.
Huh? It's not irrational at all.
I must admit, you are pretty, but your brain certainly isn't working right. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist?
Are you insinuating that I'm deranged or something?
All responsibility lies with you, Elaine, and only you.
No way. It's all your fault.
Okay then, let me ask you this. Do you know why Dennis annulled the engagement? Do you even know?
Huh?
Well, that's because you... What did I do?
Huh? Well, you...
Yeah, I figured. What I really want to say is, figure it out for yourself, but it wouldn't seem right to cause additional discomfort to Dennis and his family, so I'll do my best I can to enlighten you. He was upset that you purposely invited me to the wedding, but then at the last minute revoked that invitation. You're snickering with satisfaction as I was leaving. The way you degrade someone who works despite being married as being poor. But what's more, it was your attitude toward him. Your only concern was with his money and his status in life. That's the only thing you saw in him. He finally saw through that. He couldn't go live the rest of his life with someone so despicable, so lacking in moral values.
Huh? Everyone knows that being rich is way better than being poor.
See? That's what I mean.
Huh? I can't understand you, sis. Always the straight arrow. This is the real world.
Dennis is a good person. He finally saw your true intentions. He was completely turned off by you. It's like you pulled off your mask and revealed your true self. He couldn't bear to even being in your presence after that. I really don't blame him. That's why I haven't seen or cared to the last 5 years. Actually, I thought I would never see you again.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and Dennis can just shove it. I can find a way better guy.
Well, maybe someday you'll come to your senses. Just think all about what I told you and reflect on it. I suggest you hold off on marrying until you truly come to grips with your perspective on life. If you don't, you won't get very far.
Don't lecture me about life. Elaine, are you there? This is an emergency. I need $100,000 right now. Please have it ready for me ASAP.
Huh? $100,000? Are you crazy?
I need it within the week. Get it ready for me, you got it?
Like I said, are you crazy? How can I get that kind of money ready?
Come on, Emmy, you're the wife of a CEO. $100,000 is nothing for a guy like that. He's probably worth millions. If you don't do as I say, I'm gonna spread rumors about you, that you're a cheapskate.
What's the money for anyway?
I got a call demanding that I pay for the whole wedding that was cancelled. They said it was my fault that this happened and that I would have to cover the entire cost. I can't pay such a fortune. And I was also seeing this other guy, and I guess they found out about him.
Another guy? Seriously?
So I have to pay the cost for the wedding and for cheating on him.
Man, I thought what you did to me was bad enough, but wow.
I couldn't help myself. They were so cool and handsome.
Huh?
I would have married one of those guys, but they were, had no money.
Wait a sec. Did you just say they? You were fooling around with more than one guy?
It was 3 guys. What can I say?
3, huh? Hard to believe you were actually going to get married. Dennis was lucky he got out in time.
But I couldn't very well just dump them all just because I was getting married.
No wonder I left home at such a young age. The best decision of my life. Mom and Dad spoiled you rotten but left me on my own. I promised myself I would never be like them. And when I got old enough, I left home. I moved in with my aunt. You remember Aunt Jenny. She treated me like her own daughter, and I will be grateful to her forever. I went to school from her place and moved out after graduating from college. Like I said, it was the best decision of my life. I don't want to even think what would have happened if I stayed.
Sis, about that 100,000?
You're going to have to work that out yourself. I have no intention of giving you a dime.
I can't do this on my own.
Well, there is nothing I can or will do. Sorry.
How can you be so cruel, sis?
Get your act together, for God's sake. You're already 26 years old, for crying out loud. It's your responsibility. Face up to what you did. No more running away, Elaine.
I can't, please. Help me out.
See you, Amy. Nice knowing you. My parents were trying to ignore this whole thing, but as a matter of fact, they decided to move out soon after leaving Amy holding the bag. But I heard they ran into some kind of trouble after moving into their new home and ended up getting sued. As a result, they got divorced, and I hear they're both working to pay off the debt they've accumulated. As for my little sister Amy, she finally realized she could not rely on others anymore and started working as a hostess at a bar downtown. With her good looks and sweet-talking ways, she was a natural, and she thought it was the easiest way to make money quickly. But things didn't go well with the other girls. Some kind of trouble with a guest, I can only imagine, and she was eventually forced out. So now she's working various part-time jobs to make ends meet. Maybe she'll wise up one of these days and make something of her life, or maybe she'll finally find the right guy.